Parents often shed a tear or two as they watch their children grow up, and royal parents are no exception. Kate Middleton and Prince William have shared emotional moments witnessing Princess Charlotte blossom from a shy toddler into a confident young royal. Over the years, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have cherished countless touching memories of their daughter's growth. From Charlotte's first confident wave to crowds to her growing understanding of royal responsibilities, every milestone has been precious. But there's one moment that stood out above the rest. Stay with us, and by the end, you'll understand why this particular event deeply moved them. Some parent-child relationships have a special spark, and that's exactly what we see between Prince William and Princess Charlotte. It's not about royal titles or the grandeur of their world, it's the warmth and authenticity of their connection. This bond shines brightly even amidst the formalities of royal life. One particularly sweet aspect of their relationship is William's nickname for Charlotte, Mignonette. This French term translates to small, sweet, and delicate, perfectly encapsulating her charm. This simple yet heartfelt gesture reflects the deep affection he feels for his only daughter. Their connection is strengthened by shared interests. Charlotte's love for dancing, a passion she seems to have inherited from Princess Diana, brings joy to William's heart. Watching his daughter embrace something his mother loved must be incredibly special for him. Their shared love for the arts and sports creates cherished memories. From dancing at a Taylor Swift concert to enjoying shows at the Royal Opera House, their adventures showcase a fun, relaxed dynamic. Even everyday moments like attending the Commonwealth Games together reveal how much they enjoy each other's company. Life as a royal is far from easy, with its pressures, rules, and constant scrutiny. Yet William and Charlotte's bond remains strong. Moments like William helping Charlotte fix her hair during a public event reveal his protective nature and dedication as a father. Even during grand occasions, their connection shines through. At King Charles's first Trooping the Colour, Charlotte instinctively pulled her father's hands closer for a hug, creating a heartfelt moment amidst royal pomp. These small gestures make their relationship feel relatable and genuine. Kate Middleton has mastered the art of balancing royal duties with motherhood. Her dedication to giving her children a grounded upbringing is evident in every aspect of Charlotte's life. Whether she's attending a state banquet or a school pickup, Kate embodies grace and relatability. Her approach to teaching royal etiquette is both practical and nurturing. Instead of formal lessons, she weaves guidance into everyday life, ensuring Charlotte feels prepared without being overwhelmed. This method has clearly worked, as Charlotte's confidence shines during public events like the Westminster Abbey Christmas Carol concert. Kate also prioritizes emotional growth. Open expressions of love and encouragement are central to her parenting style, creating a nurturing environment for her children. Princess Charlotte's transformation from an adorable toddler to a poised young royal is a journey filled with emotional milestones. From her first day at Wilcox Nursery to transitioning to Thomas's Battersea alongside her brother George, each step has been met with grace and charm. These milestones, though public, have been handled with maturity beyond her years. Watching her navigate her role with confidence must fill William and Kate with immense pride. Kate and William, known for their composure, couldn't hold back their emotions during one particular moment of Charlotte's transformation. It was a reminder that beneath their royal titles, they are parents first and foremost, proud, loving, and deeply connected to their children. Princess Charlotte's journey is more than a royal narrative. It's a testament to the power of love, support, and family. Through every milestone, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been by her side, celebrating her growth and ensuring she remains grounded amidst the grandeur of royal life. It was truly a proud moment, one that had the world collectively saying, "Aw, they grow up so fast." Those first public appearances were unforgettable. Even back then, you could catch a glimpse of the confidence that has since become Princess Charlotte's trademark. And who could forget those adorable photos of her leaving nursery in 2018, shared by William and Kate? If those didn't warm your heart, you might want to check if you're even human. Her composure and poise, even with all eyes on her, were simply endearing. Of course, her parents were always there, providing gentle guidance and reassurance, with a nudge or a comforting smile when she needed it. Learning royal protocols at such a young age must be daunting, but Charlotte took it all in stride. Imagine being a child and mastering formal greetings, waves, and handshakes. One of her standout moments was curtsying perfectly at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. The gravity of the occasion didn't escape her, yet she handled it with grace. Kate's comforting hand on her back in that solemn moment spoke volumes about their close bond. Even in the heaviest of times, her mom was there as her anchor. But it's not just about royal etiquette or public appearances. It's how Charlotte has managed to embrace the attention and adapt so quickly. Take the cheeky moment in 2019 when she stuck out her tongue at a sailing regatta crowd. Body language experts often highlight her confidence and independence, visible even in the way she strides at public events without holding her parents' hands. More recently, during events like the Together at Christmas Carol service, her poise and awareness of her role were nothing short of remarkable. Watching her grow from a curious toddler into a self-assured young girl has been truly inspiring, and you can see the pride in William and Kate's eyes as she navigates these moments with maturity beyond her years. Princess Charlotte isn't just a beloved member of the Wales family, she's their glue in everyday life. You know those kids who have a perfect blend of charm, leadership, and just a dash of cheekiness? That's Charlotte. Her role in shaping her family's dynamics goes far beyond being the adorable princess in photos or the polite girl at royal events. Her relationships with her brothers are particularly heartwarming. Charlotte has an innate ability to care for her siblings, earning her the affectionate nickname Louis Whisperer. Whether it's holding his hand or giving him a subtle nudge to settle down, she somehow manages to keep little Prince Louis in check at official events, an impressive feat for anyone, let alone a child. Her efforts aren't bossy, but full of genuine care, which makes it all the sweeter. And Louis? He absolutely adores her, often mimicking her actions, turning their interactions into a delightful sibling dance of sorts. Her influence extends to her older brother George too. At public events, Charlotte often glances his way, ensuring everything is on track. It's as if she has a built-in radar for family harmony, stepping in when needed and letting things flow when they're fine. Her natural coordination of sibling dynamics is incredible, especially at her young age. Beyond her siblings, Charlotte's maturity shines during family gatherings, where her growing role is evident. What's fascinating is how her personality has influenced William and Kate's parenting style. They've adapted to her natural independence, fostering an environment where open conversations and emotional expression thrive. It's a refreshing approach, blending modern parenting with royal tradition. They ensure Charlotte enjoys her interests, from ballet to outdoor adventures, while maintaining balance for all their children. It's a testament to their thoughtful parenting and their understanding of each child's unique personality. Princess Charlotte's future is a mix of tradition and opportunity, carefully crafted by her parents. They're preparing her for royal duties while also leaving the door open for her to explore paths beyond the palace walls. It's like balancing two entirely different worlds. How do you prepare someone for such a dual existence? William and Kate seem to have found the formula. As third in line to the throne, Charlotte is receiving specialized training in areas like international relations, constitutional history, and even tactical driving. These skills equip her for a future that could involve diplomacy, meeting world leaders, and handling complex situations. Yet William and Kate are clear about one thing: they don't want her to feel trapped by her royal title. They envision a future where she can pursue a career, a departure from the rigid roles of past generations. This approach sets the stage for Charlotte to define her path, whether as a full-time royal or something entirely unexpected. Through it all, William and Kate are ensuring Charlotte thrives. They're raising her with the tools, confidence, and freedom to embrace whatever the future holds. Isn't that what every child deserves, royal or not? Princess Charlotte, the 9-year-old daughter of Prince William and Kate Middleton, has officially stepped into a historic role within the British monarchy. Although she is still young, her recent designation as Princess Royal, a title previously held by Princess Anne, has already captured the attention of royal watchers and sparked profound discussions about the future of the monarchy. This significant development marks a pivotal shift in royal traditions and underscores the evolving nature of the institution. The Princess Royal title, one of the most prestigious in the royal family, has been held by Princess Anne for decades. Known for her unwavering dedication and tireless work ethic, Anne has personified the role with dignity and resilience since her 30s. The transfer of this title to Charlotte is both a momentous honor and a considerable responsibility, signifying a new chapter for the monarchy. At just 9 years old, Charlotte is stepping into a role that carries centuries of weighty expectations. Unlike a ceremonial accolade, this title represents a lifelong commitment to duty and service. It signals the trust placed in her as a future cornerstone of the royal family. This transition isn't merely about prestige. It is about preparing Charlotte for the immense responsibilities she will shoulder as she matures. The decision to pass the baton to Charlotte at this juncture has raised several compelling questions. Princess Anne, at 74, has been one of the monarchy's hardest-working members, completing hundreds of engagements annually. Her choice to step back from this title demonstrates her belief in the capabilities of the next generation. By selecting Charlotte, Anne is signaling confidence in her ability to balance tradition with modernity. The timing of this announcement is equally notable, with King Charles facing health concerns, including recent reports of a cancer diagnosis. The stability of the monarchy has become a pressing issue. Preparing younger royals like Charlotte for prominent roles is a strategic move aimed at safeguarding the monarchy's future. By entrusting her with this significant title, the royal family is laying a foundation for the years ahead. The Princess Royal title is steeped in history and tradition. It symbolizes continuity and dedication, qualities that Princess Anne embodied through her steadfast commitment to causes like Save the Children. Charlotte now inherits this legacy, a weighty responsibility for someone so young. Yet her upbringing has been carefully designed to prepare her for such challenges. As the second child of Prince William and Princess Catherine, she is growing up in a household that seeks to balance royal duties with a semblance of normal family life. This balance will be crucial as Charlotte navigates her new role. Her parents have emphasized the importance of providing their children with as normal a childhood as possible, despite the inevitable public scrutiny. This approach aims to ground Charlotte while equipping her with the tools to handle the pressures of royal life. Charlotte's ascension to this role represents a broader shift within the monarchy. It reflects a willingness to modernize and adapt to changing societal values. The abolition of the male preference primogeniture rule in 2013 ensures that Charlotte's position as fourth in line to the throne remains secure, highlighting the royal family's commitment to gender equality. As a young royal with natural charisma and confidence, Charlotte is uniquely positioned to redefine what it means to be a princess in the 21st century. The expectations for modern royals have evolved. They are now seen as champions of causes and connectors with the public. Charlotte's youthful energy and relatability make her an ideal figure to bridge the gap between tradition and contemporary expectations. The path ahead for Charlotte will not be without obstacles. The Princess Royal title comes with intense public scrutiny and relentless expectations. However, with Princess Anne as her mentor, Charlotte will have the guidance she needs to navigate these challenges. Anne's legacy of hard work and dedication provides a blueprint for success, and her mentorship will undoubtedly be invaluable. This transition also signals a deliberate move to appeal to younger generations. By elevating Charlotte to this prominent role, the royal family is embracing a more progressive image while maintaining respect for its heritage. It's a calculated effort to remain relevant in an increasingly skeptical world. Charlotte's new role is more than a symbolic gesture, it is a strategic investment in the monarchy's future. The decision to entrust her with this title now sends a clear message about the direction the royal family intends to take, one that balances continuity with change. It reflects a monarchy that is not only honoring its past, but actively shaping its future. As Charlotte grows into her role as Princess Royal, she will carry with her the hopes and expectations of a nation. It is a monumental task for someone so young, but with the support of her family and the guidance of Princess Anne, she is poised to rise to the occasion. This historic moment marks the beginning of a new chapter for the royal family, one that promises to be as transformative as it is enduring. From a young age, Princess Charlotte has been immersed in the world of public life, preparing her to embrace the responsibilities that come with her role. Whether accompanying her family to major events or engaging with the public, Charlotte has shown a natural ability to connect with people. Her charm and warmth suggest she is well suited for the unique demands of royal life. But what does it mean to have a young Princess Royal in today's modern age? For the monarchy, it signals a willingness to adapt and evolve. Long criticized for being slow to change, the British monarchy is now taking significant steps toward modernization. Elevating Charlotte to a prominent role highlights the importance of connecting with younger generations and addressing contemporary issues. As she grows, Charlotte's responsibilities will likely include a balance of traditional duties and modern initiatives. She may undertake ceremonial roles, such as representing the monarchy at official events, while also championing causes that resonate with her generation. Issues like climate change, mental health, and social equality could become central to her work, reflecting the evolving priorities of the royal family. The transition also underscores the importance of mentorship within the monarchy. Princess Anne's decision to pass on her title isn't just about stepping aside. It's about guiding the next generation. Anne's wisdom and experience will be invaluable as Charlotte navigates the complexities of royal life, providing her with a strong foundation to grow into her responsibilities. The title of Princess Royal carries significant weight, but it also offers Charlotte a unique opportunity to shape her own identity. Unlike her siblings, who may have different roles within the monarchy, Charlotte's position allows her to carve out a distinct path. This individuality will be crucial as she balances the expectations of her role with her personal aspirations and interests. Looking ahead, Charlotte's journey will undoubtedly be influenced by the changing dynamics of the royal family. With new challenges emerging, the monarchy will need to continue adapting. Charlotte's role as Princess Royal will serve as a bridge between tradition and progress, marking a pivotal moment in the institution's evolution. By investing in younger generations, the monarchy is ensuring its continued relevance and resilience. Charlotte's ascent to this role symbolizes continuity and stability in a rapidly changing world. As she grows into her responsibilities, she will have the opportunity to leave a lasting impact on both the monarchy and the people it serves. The twists and turns of royal history show how a single moment can redefine the monarchy forever. From bloodlines and betrayals to power grabs and rules that were often bent, the British monarchy's past is as fascinating as it is tumultuous. Let's go back to 1066, when William the Conqueror ushered in the Norman conquest. Despite his groundbreaking reign, the royal succession that followed was anything but smooth. William's sons, William II, Henry I, and Adela, juggled power, intrigue, and family drama. Henry I, for instance, fathered 26 children, but lost his only legitimate male heir in a shipwreck. This tragedy set the stage for his daughter, Matilda, to fight her cousin Stephen for the throne, leading to years of civil war. Pass forward through the Plantagenets and you'll find even more chaos. Henry II's sons, including Richard the Lionheart and King John, stirred trouble. John's reign gave us the Magna Carta, while the Wars of the Roses later turned the throne into a game of musical chairs between rival factions. The Tudor era brought its own blend of glory and controversy. Henry VIII's 6 marriages reshaped England's religious landscape, while his children, Edward I and Elizabeth I, struggled with succession. Elizabeth ruled with unparalleled strength but left no heirs, paving the way for the Stuarts. The Stuarts' reign introduced even more turmoil. Charles I lost his head during a rebellion, and Oliver Cromwell declared himself Lord Protector before the monarchy was restored. Later, the Glorious Revolution saw William and Mary ascend the throne, ensuring a Protestant succession. By the time Queen Victoria came to power, the monarchy had entered a new era. Her long reign symbolized stability, yet the crown's history remained marked by upheaval. From Edward VIII's abdication for love to Elizabeth II's record-breaking rule, the royal family has consistently adapted to survive. Today, the monarchy continues to evolve, with figures like Princess Charlotte representing the next chapter. As the royal family bridges tradition and modernity, its ability to adapt will determine its relevance in an ever-changing world. What do you think about the monarchy's place in today's society? Share your thoughts below. Like and subscribe for more captivating stories from the pages of history. In the hushed classroom, the air was heavy with the quiet sounds of pencils scratching on paper. The clock ticked steadily, counting down the final moments of the history test. Princess Charlotte sat poised at her desk, her eyes fixed on the sheet before her. One question stood out. In which year did World War I begin? This was the last test before the nationwide junior essay competition, an event she had competed in every year since she learned to read and write. Around her, other students were engrossed in their work. Some breezed through the questions, while others paused, chewing on pens in forced concentration. For most, it was just another test, another routine challenge of school life. But for Charlotte, it carried extra weight. She knew her performance would be scrutinized more than anyone else's. Mediocrity was not an option for royalty. As her eyes scanned the multiple-choice answers, her hand tightened around her pencil. The options were neatly listed, but the first one was glaringly incorrect. The year was several years off. Her heart skipped a beat as she reviewed the other choices. They all had the same mistake. Charlotte bit her lip, her mind racing. She knew the correct answer, of course. She also knew the consequences of letting an error like this go unnoticed. She shifted in her seat, glancing around. James Fitzgerald sat a few rows away, scribbling furiously, seemingly unaware of the error. Should she say something? Speaking up would draw attention to her, and the weight of her royal title pressed heavily on her shoulders. Being royalty meant always being perfect. Her hand trembled slightly as she lowered her pencil and raised her hand. "Yes, Charlotte?" Mr. Thompson, the teacher, looked up from his notes, his expression a mix of curiosity and mild amusement. "Sir, I believe there's an error on the test," Charlotte said, striving to keep her voice steady. "The years for World War I are incorrect." A hush fell over the room. All eyes turned to Charlotte. Her classmates exchanged glances, some frozen in their seats. James raised an eyebrow, visibly irritated. Mr. Thompson's face shifted from amusement to a subtle frown. "Are you sure, Charlotte? Perhaps you're mistaken. We can review it later." Charlotte's resolve hardened. "No, sir, I'm certain. The year is wrong." The tension in the room was palpable. Whispers broke out among the students. James muttered under his breath. "Smarty pants strikes again. Thinks she knows everything." Ellie Parker, Charlotte's friend, shot back. "And what if she's right, James? That could mean other questions are wrong, too." "Enough!" Mr. Thompson's voice cut through the murmurs. He looked back at Charlotte, his tone uncertain. "We'll check it after class. Please, continue with your test." But Charlotte wasn't ready to let it go. "The correct year is 1914, sir, not 1913 or any of the other years listed." Mr. Thompson regarded her for a moment before sighing. "Very well, everyone, finish your tests. We'll review the matter later." The murmurs subsided, but the room felt charged. Charlotte returned to her test, her focus scattered. When the bell finally rang, she gathered her things, avoiding the lingering stares of her classmates. James didn't speak, but his pointed look as he left said enough. Outside, the sunlight bathed the courtyard, but Charlotte felt none of its warmth. She found a secluded bench and sat down, replaying the scene in her mind. Had she done the right thing? Mr. Thompson's reaction gave her little reassurance. She had felt confident at the moment, but doubt was beginning to creep in. What if this caused trouble? What if her parents were disappointed? Her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of footsteps approaching. Ellie walked over and sat beside Charlotte, her gaze soft and understanding. "Are you okay?" she asked, her voice gentle but laced with concern. Charlotte sighed, leaning back against the bench. "I don't know, Ellie. I'm not sure I should have said anything. What if they think I'm trying to make a scene? Or that I'm just showing off?" She looked over at Ellie, her eyes searching for reassurance. Ellie gave her a warm, reassuring smile, the kind that always chased away Charlotte's doubts. Ellie was a bright and spirited young woman, beautiful and full of charm. Unlike Charlotte, Ellie hadn't grown up surrounded by privilege, but that never mattered to their friendship. Ellie had known Charlotte for years and admired her for her intelligence and kindness. To Ellie, Charlotte wasn't just a princess, she was a person trying to find her place in the world. Ellie had often been Charlotte's anchor, offering comfort, acceptance, and a friendship free of judgment. She also served as an escape from the pressures of royal life, and as an excellent study partner. Together they aced their classes and won competitions, forming a dynamic duo that was the envy of rival schools. "You did the right thing, Charlotte," Ellie said, her voice steady. "The test was wrong, and you corrected it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being honest." Her words were simple but profound, and Charlotte clung to them. "But what about everyone else?" Charlotte asked, her voice tinged with worry. "What if they don't think it's about honesty? What if they think I'm just trying to show off?" Ellie shrugged lightly, her tone serious but supportive. "Who cares? You did what was right. If they can't see that, that's their problem." She nudged Charlotte playfully. "And you know what? I think they respect you for it. Not everyone has the courage to call out a mistake, especially to a teacher." Charlotte exhaled, realizing she'd been holding her breath. Ellie's words, as always, made her feel lighter. Maybe Ellie was right. This wasn't about looking good. It was about doing the right thing, even if not everyone understood. The bell rang, signaling the end of their break. As they stood to return to class, Charlotte felt a renewed sense of determination. She couldn't change what had already happened, but she could walk forward with her head held high. When they arrived for their history lesson, the atmosphere was different. Mr. Thompson had gone to the headmaster to discuss the error Charlotte had pointed out. As the class settled in, the headmaster himself walked in. He was a tall man with a stern face, but his gaze softened with respect as it landed on Charlotte. "Class," he began, his voice calm but authoritative. "I'd like to address an oversight in today's test. Princess Charlotte identified an error in the dates for World War I, and she was correct. I commend her for her attention to detail and her courage to speak up." The room fell silent. Charlotte felt heat rise to her cheeks, but she didn't look down. This moment wasn't about seeking validation. It was about standing up for what was right. Then, softly at first, clapping began from the back of the room. The applause grew louder as more students joined in, until the entire class was on their feet, clapping and cheering for her. It wasn't just the correction they were applauding, it was the bravery it took to speak out, to challenge authority when necessary. Charlotte stood there, caught between pride and surprise. This wasn't the reaction she had expected. She had braced herself for reprimands or ridicule, but instead she was receiving respect. As the applause faded, Charlotte felt a smile spread across her face. The weight of her earlier doubts lifted. She had done the right thing, and that was all that mattered. The school day came to an end, and as Charlotte walked out of the building with Ellie by her side, she felt lighter. The storm of uncertainty had passed, leaving behind a calm resolve. Later that evening, back at Kensington Palace, Charlotte sat by her window, gazing out at the twinkling lights of the city. Her parents entered her room, their expressions warm. "Well done, Charlotte," her mother, Kate, said with pride. "You did the right thing," her father, Prince William, added, his voice brimming with approval. "Of course I knew," William said with a playful smile. "I hear everything about my little eaglet." Charlotte smiled, her heart swelling with gratitude. It wasn't about the applause or the recognition, it was about knowing she had stood up for something important. For the first time, she felt her role as a princess meant more than just wearing a crown. It meant standing for truth and challenging norms, even when it wasn't easy. In the days that followed, Charlotte threw herself into preparing for the junior essay competition. Inspired by recent events, she decided to write about how teachers' mistakes could affect students and the importance of mutual understanding in education. As she worked in the library with Ellie, she paused to share her thoughts. "Do you think my essay title is too long?" she asked. Ellie smiled knowingly. "Creativity isn't about right or wrong, long or short. If it feels right, then it is." Charlotte laughed softly, feeling grateful once again for her wise and supportive friend. Together they continued their work, and Charlotte realized something profound. True leadership wasn't about perfection. It was about courage, integrity, and staying true to one's values. What do you think about Charlotte's decision to speak up? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that inspire bravery and integrity. Princess Charlotte, the vibrant daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate, continues to captivate the public with her striking resemblance to her great-aunt Princess Anne. Despite the generational gap, Charlotte seems to have inherited not only the royal manners, but also the tenacity, wit, and a unique connection with Anne. This bond reflects a continuity that ties two distinct eras of the monarchy together. Let's explore how these two remarkable princesses are weaving their shared royal legacy. Princess Anne, often regarded as one of the most hard-working members of the royal family, has always stood apart due to her candid nature and unshakable sense of humor, traits she shares with her father, Prince Philip. Known for her straightforward responses, Anne's interactions with the press are both fascinating and unconventional. She has never sought the media's approval or tailored her actions to garner positive headlines. In her youth, Princess Anne faced criticism for her strict demeanor and fiery personality, traits that some deemed inconsistent with the stereotypical image of a royal princess. A 1981 documentary, Princess Anne: Her Working Life, highlighted her unapologetic approach to public perception. "It's too late to worry about being liked by everyone," she remarked. Anne acknowledged that local press often presented a more favorable view of her compared to national outlets, attributing this to the proximity of local journalists to her activities. "They see everything firsthand," she explained. Anne's frankness extends to her public appearances, for example during an official reception at Buckingham Palace, when Queen Elizabeth II gestured for Anne to greet President Donald Trump and other dignitaries. Anne simply shrugged and stayed back, an act that became widely discussed in the media. This moment epitomized Anne's unapologetic authenticity. Princess Charlotte, though still a child, already exhibits traits reminiscent of her great-aunt. Like Anne, Charlotte is being introduced to public life at an early age, attending official events with her parents. Her poise and confidence hint at a future where she might follow in Anne's footsteps as a steadfast and dutiful royal. Both princesses share a profound love for ballet, a passion deeply rooted in the royal family. Archival footage from the 1950s reveals a young Princess Anne excelling in ballet exams. Although her training at the Imperial Society of Teachers of Dancing wasn't officially archived by the Royal Academy of Dance, it highlighted her dedication to the art. Similarly, Princess Charlotte's interest in ballet was first revealed in 2017 by her mother, Kate Middleton, who shared how much Charlotte enjoys both ballet and tap dancing. According to Prince William, Charlotte frequently dances around the house in her ballet tutus, showcasing her enthusiasm. To celebrate her birthday, Charlotte was gifted the opportunity to watch a performance of Cinderella by Canada's National Ballet, a moment that delighted her and underscored the family's commitment to fostering her passion for dance. This shared love for ballet is not just a testament to their individual interests, but also a thread that reinforces the bond between generations of the royal family. As the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Anne has long been recognized as a pillar of dedication within the royal family. Her packed schedule includes countless official and charitable engagements, which she approaches with unwavering responsibility and devotion. Charlotte, despite her young age, is already showing signs of following in her great-aunt's footsteps. Her appearances at public events demonstrate her growing comfort in the spotlight, suggesting she may one day embrace a life of public service. Anne's wit and humor have always been a source of fascination. During a visit to an equestrian event for disabled riders, a young participant exclaimed, "You don't look like a princess." Anne responded with a laugh. "Thank goodness for that." This light-hearted remark charmed everyone present and highlighted Anne's ability to connect with people through humor. Charlotte, too, appears to be developing a lively personality. Her cheeky expressions during public appearances and interactions with her family hint at a future royal with charm and relatability. Both Anne and Charlotte are closely tied to their families. Anne shared a particularly strong bond with her father, Prince Philip, who often praised her determination and resilience. According to family friend Eileen Parker, Anne and Philip enjoyed a relationship filled with mutual respect and shared interests, contrasting with the dynamic Philip had with her brother Prince Charles. Charlotte's growing relationship with her relatives, particularly her admiration for Anne, suggests she is absorbing not only royal traditions, but also the values of strength and humor that define her family. As the British monarchy evolves, the similarities between Princess Charlotte and Princess Anne stand as a testament to the enduring values of the royal family. From their shared interests to their strong sense of duty, these two princesses exemplify the qualities that have long defined the Windsor legacy. Charlotte's journey is just beginning, but her connection to her great-aunt offers a glimpse of a bright future where tradition and modernity coexist seamlessly. Together they symbolize the strength and continuity of a family that has captivated the world for generations. Journalist Brian Ho from The Telegraph observed that Princess Anne inherited her father Prince Philip's love for active sports. She spent a lot of time with him on polo fields, watching his matches and learning the intricacies of the game. This experience helped her develop a profound understanding of sports, which later became her primary focus instead of academic achievements. Similarly, young Princess Charlotte seems to be following in her father's footsteps. She has inherited Prince William's enthusiasm for physical activities, although her mother, the Duchess of Cambridge, is also known for her sporty nature. Charlotte's love for sports and her close bond with her father make her stand out among her peers. Both Princess Anne and Princess Charlotte demonstrate how active pastimes have shaped their characters, instilling resilience and determination. While Charlotte is still gaining experience watching games from the stands with her family, Princess Anne has long embraced the competitive spirit of sports. In 1971, Anne won the individual championship in the European Eventing Championship. Later, in 1976, she competed in the Olympics in Montreal. Despite a fall that injured her performance, showcasing inner strength and determination, qualities more powerful than the challenges she faced. Fashion evolves over time, but Princess Anne has remained committed to tradition and British elegance. Even as a child in 1957, she demonstrated a keen sense of style, wearing a chic green coat to welcome her parents. Decades later, at Christmas 2023 in Sandringham, Princess Charlotte honored this classic fashion legacy by choosing a coat with strikingly similar features. Both garments featured double-breasted designs and six-button details, illustrating a generational connection through style. This blend of tradition and individuality highlights how values and fashion sensibilities are passed down in the royal family. Do you see similarities between the two princesses? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Interestingly, there have been amusing moments in Anne's past where she was mistaken for her brother, Prince Charles. One such instance occurred during the Young Farmers' debates in 2012, leaving attendees perplexed. Anne laughed off the confusion, joking, "Excitement can lead to such errors." Similarly, in a separate mix-up in the 1990s, Charles was once mistaken for Anne while visiting an elderly care facility in Scotland. In 1990, at the age of 39, Anne was even nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize by Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda for her 2 decades of work with Save the Children. Kaunda praised her genuine love for children, emphasizing that her actions speak louder than words. Anne was granted the title of Princess Royal in 1987, just before her 37th birthday. This historic title, traditionally given to the monarch's eldest daughter since 1642, had been unavailable to her mother, Queen Elizabeth II, as it was still held by Princess Mary, the Queen's aunt. Anne is renowned for her independent approach to life. She styles her own hair, does her makeup, and even manages the documents for her charitable projects, often working late into the night at St. James's Palace. In February 2020, Anne attended the Queen Elizabeth II Award for British Design, demonstrating her commitment to sustainable fashion. British Vogue editor Edward Enninful praised her as a true style icon who embraced sustainability long before it became mainstream. Her timeless elegance is reflected in her penchant for tailored suits, which she describes humorously. "I continue to pick fabrics and order custom tailoring because it brings me joy, and it supports the craft of dressmaking in our country." In moments of solitude, Princess Anne enjoys sailing along the western coast with her second husband, Timothy Lawrence. These trips are particularly cherished because they allow the couple to spend time together without the presence of royal staff or security, a rare luxury in their busy lives. "It's just the two of us," Anne says, appreciating the chance to escape from royal duties. Unlike her brother Charles, who felt isolated during his time at Gordonston boarding school in Scotland, Anne viewed boarding schools positively. She noted how such institutions inspire and support children, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds. As a patron of the Royal National Children's Springboard Foundation, Anne has witnessed firsthand how these schools unlock potential and foster success. If not for her royal duties, Anne might have pursued a career in engineering. She actively encourages women to realize their potential, although she does not consider herself a feminist. Anne has also expressed support for Prince Harry's choice to step back from royal life, understanding the weight of royal titles. "Sometimes, it's easier to thrive without the burden of titles," she remarked, showing empathy for his decision. Anne is admired by the public for her work ethic, sense of responsibility, and resilience. Beyond her official duties, she is celebrated for her sharp wit and humor, which make her a beloved figure. On her birthday, many Britons affectionately referred to her as the best queen Britain never had. Do you think Princess Charlotte is becoming a worthy successor to royal traditions? If so, give this post a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments.